Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Man, doing something new, y'all. Going for a more natural look. Hopefully, I am live because I've been having some serious issues with the lives. Okay, I'm live. I can see it. I can see myself. I can see myself. Okay, I'm in here. Yeah, man. Look here, man. We are in here, man. It's cold. I got my robe on. You know what I'm saying? We having a good night tonight. I'm having a good night. Hopefully, y'all having a wonderful night. If you're a dog fan, I know you're having a a great night. You know what I mean? Woke up this morning, bright and early and stretched out. You know what I mean? Everything is all good. But I want to wait till we get some people up ahead in the chat so we can start chopping it up. Like I say, man, I'm going for a little more of a natural look nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to just trying to get things right, man. It's a lot of different things going on that I'm trying out to, just bring more to the channel, but I'm just working on it. I'm working on it, working on it, working on it. It's a work in progress. You know what I mean? The ones that jump off in the live, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I mean? What's up, 225 girl? What's going on with you? Go Dogs didn't like that Bama got in, but Notre Dame definitely got in, so I'm good. Yeah, me personally, man, I did not think that Bama was gonna get in. But it's the same old, last year they didn't, but it's the same old, just giving Alabama the benefit of the doubt. Wow, now that I'm live, my chat is finally popping up. Ain't that something? It wasn't doing that when I was trying to play around with it. But anyway, they normally give Alabama the benefit of the doubt. That's just normally what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really tripping. It is what it is, man. We kind of figured that this would happen. Most people that watch Georgia football or watch football period, college football period, you kind of figured that would happen. But it is what it is. It's all gravy. What it do? Was good. Now 225 girl, I wanted that leg back from Notre Dame. Yeah, that too. That's a true statement. You know what I mean? Let's get that leg back. That's because like I said before, we want the smoke. I know a lot of people did not want to play Alabama in the SEC championship, and we ended up playing them, and we smoked them at the end of the day. So, it is what it is to me. I look at it like, I want the smoke with whomever. It don't matter. I want the smoke. I want all the smoke, right? I want all the smoke. But the thing is with Bama, my thing is I kind of figured that Bama would get into the playoffs, but I didn't think that the committee would see those three losses, and I didn't want teams getting in setting that'd be setting a bad precedent, right? When you letting teams into the playoffs with three losses, but I think they did judge the strength of schedule when it came to Alabama. Um, that's just my personal opinion. But then you can look at things like they don't with them not having a run game, and with them not having a run game, it's a crazy. I've rarely seen teams get in the playoffs. Well, not get in the playoffs, but you ain't winning nothing if you ain't got no run game. Just put it like that, And the fact that we did beat Alabama the way we did, I still figured that we would that Bama wouldn't get in because it was about how bad we would beat them. But hey, man, they skimmed their way in. It is what it is. I can't knock them. It is what it is. They got in. So we just got to watch this thing play out and see how it play out in the first round. You know, Knew they were going to put Bama in the playoffs. Yeah, I think for the most part, man, Georgia fans got to realize too, man, that when it comes to strength of schedule, Alabama did have a stronger schedule. It is what it is. Bama just had a stronger schedule, and they did get blew out. We did blow them out, but it's still at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. Indiana gonna whoop Bama. UGA versus Indiana in the national. That's what it's looking like, man. That's what it's looking like. And I'm gonna tell you, man. Uh, uh, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Let me fix this chat because I'm fix this chat. I'm gonna tell you right now, when it comes to Indiana, man, Georgia got to be real careful when it comes to what's his name? What's that quarterback they got? I can't remember his name right off, but boy, Georgia got to be really prepared for that guy. He said Indiana and Ohio State exposed each other. I mean, yeah, that was all what we that's all we needed. Mendoza, yeah, Fernando Mendoza. Appreciate that, Tay. Yeah, that's all that we needed, you know. What we seen last night, that's what we needed, right? And what's some things that, like, since we talking about that game, what's some things that you guys seen? Because I was back and forth watching it because I, was messing around with my son last night. So, what's some things that y'all seen from that game last night to say why, like it's all gravy saying that they exposed each other. What's some of the things that you feel like happened in that game, you know what I mean, to make you say that they exposed each other? Like I would like to really like hear from y'all just to see. Yeah, Mendoza is crazy with it, man. Throwing the ball, that boy got the NFL arm like crazy. He got an NFL arm. I think Ohio State. I think Ohio State pretty mid. Yeah, yeah. I would say so too. I would say so too. I would say their defense is very good though. They do have a very good defense. That's what that game was. It was a defensive type of game. And I will say that they have a talented defense, man. Like their defense don't look young. Their defense didn't look unprepared. They were ready to go on both sides of the ball, though. And I've been watching here and there, in different Indiana games, but I didn't. They came to play. Both teams came to play at the end of it. What was the ending score? The last time I checked, it was 13-10. What was the ending score? Last time I checked the score, it was like 13-10. Oh, that was the final score? Okay. Well, man, that was a defensive game, man. That was a defensive game. Mendoza isn't a good scrambler. When he tried to run, he kept running in his teammates and saying he folds once you pressure him. Was holding the ball too long, trying to hit the home run throws. Hey man, listen, y'all. I seen, was it Saying or Mendoza? Man, both of those guys made some NFL throws. I'll just say that. You know, when it comes to playing a defense, even if it's good or whatever you want to call it, bruh, they have talent, man. Those guys have talent. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see a lot of weaknesses. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, just from my viewpoint. I didn't see a whole lot of weaknesses. That's not to say that they don't have any, but I just didn't see a whole lot, you know. I gotta be all the way honest with y'all. Those guys were playing some good football out there. They were playing some, I mean, throwing on the run. Well, I think it might have been Mendoza throwing on the run, so sweet. I mean, it was just like, man, like this kid is yeah, he got that NFL talent, man. I think Ohio State O line and run game not elite. Yeah, the run. Yeah, I agree, Tate. I agree. The run game is not elite. Um, the pass game is all the way there though. Like Armando Black said, man, and that was a good analysis that he came with. Like if you lock Jeremiah Smith down, double cover him or whatever, you be good, man. They don't really have much to offer outside of Jeremiah Smith. You know, they need to get the ball to Jeremiah. I mean, they have other guys, true enough, but they need to get that ball to Jeremiah Smith. Definitely, they have to get that ball to Jeremiah Smith. and Tate. Yeah, yeah. But there's it's still a this national championship is gonna be like big. This is gonna be big, man. Cause I mean, you have talented team. You got talented teams in this playoff. This is one of the playoffs where I feel like they got it right. I do feel like they got it right. I don't know about Tulane. You know what I mean? But I think they got it right. I've seen some weakness in both Indiana and Ohio State. Okay, okay. I'm be honest with you. I mean, we all analyze these teams differently, and like I said, I was back and forth for the most part. I mean, I watched majority of the first half. You know what I mean? And a lot of times when the second half come, that's when I kind of like start moving around and doing different things. But I think that the especially in the first half, I really didn't see too many weaknesses. You know what I mean? I just thought they would play good football at the end of the day. Indiana won't make it out of their side of the bracket. You said Indiana won't make it out of that side of the bracket. How y'all feel about playing Ole Miss again? Because we definitely playing them again. I don't have no feelings about playing Ole Miss again. To be real, um, I just don't have no fear about no team. We done came to the end of pretty much the end of the season. Well, yeah, the end of the regular season with these Georgia Bulldogs. It ain't nothing that I see from any team to say, oh man, this team can do this to Georgia, do that to Georgia. I think Georgia gonna stand in the paint with any team that we play. You know what I mean? Yo, what's good? Chopping with Chan. What's happening? Daniel Rivera say, have you seen Uncle Lou? Nah. I don't really I used to watch Uncle Lou early on, but honestly, I'm gonna be brutally honest with y'all. I really don't watch any content creators like that. And the reason why is not because I'm a hater or I'm not, it's because once I started my own channel, I became so busy with whatever I'm doing as far as my own channel. As y'all can see, I'm always changing the backgrounds. I'm always, what I'm saying, then I'm moving around. You know what I mean? So, um, I typically don't watch other channels like that. I try to watch certain people as much as I can. Like I try to watch Mondo Black TV when I can. He be going live early in the day. A lot of times I be at work, so I can't really like chime in a whole lot, but I chime in when I can. You feel what I'm saying? And Kangaroo Black, I go over there from time to time and kick it with him. You know what I mean? And throw go dogs in the chat or whatever, or shout out to Kangaroo Black. But Uncle Lou was one of those guys that I started watching early on, but I ain't really been watching him since. I don't know when the last time I watched a full Uncle Lou video. I think I have watched some of a video earlier today where he was speaking and he had a little Christmas tree in the back. I thought that was dope. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, man, I don't really be watching channels like that. I don't have the time. I'm always trying to do something different with my own channel and add sauce to my own channel. If y'all get my drift. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I just want to see how far this team can go, and how far this team can grow, because at the end of the day, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Say UGA defense is getting better as time go on. The young guys getting real confident. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Mhm. That's definitely a fact. That's definitely a fact. Who y'all got? JMU or Oregon? Who do y'all have? JMU or Oregon? Cuz a lot of y'all watch more football than I do. So, I'm asking y'all the question cuz I have not watched a JMU game all season. Oregon, yeah. I would typically choose Oregon just because I've watched a couple of Oregon games. Uh we got Ohio State and Oklahoma. Now, I would normally say the case of them playing in the early season. I mean, them playing in the regular season. I would say that Alabama could probably pull that win off. You know what I mean? Mondo Black say Oregon by 30 plus. God damn, man. I have no clue about JMU. Yeah, me neither, man. JMU is getting blown out. Yeah, I can see that happen. Okay, but yeah, for the case of Alabama and Oklahoma, what do y'all think? This will be the second time they've played this year. Obviously, we know that they went down to Oklahoma by 3 points. But far as for Georgia, we typically don't lose twice in the same season or in the same year. But I don't know about Bama, right? I don't know if Bama will turn around and win that game, um, or turn it around and win it. I'm just not sure, man. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm not sure. But however, they better get their shit together, honestly, because the way they played against us, that's not gonna cut it. Against Oklahoma either. So Bama not getting past Oklahoma or Indiana. Yeah, man. Listen, man. Without that run game, it's gonna be tough to win a game in the playoffs without that run game. That's what I'm I'm really looking at when it comes to Bama. Like, how are they gonna get through if you don't have a run game? Like, they was like negative what 3 yard. Like, where did they even run the ball against Georgia? Like, I don't even remember seeing anybody running the ball really. Like, they might have like, come on, man. How are you gonna win anything if you can't run the ball? And yep, Tate, and they go on and they on the road. And they on the road. So man, Bama might be negative 3 yards. Yeah. And Bama might be stuck, like for real. And I think that Oklahoma got just as good of a defense as Georgia. So we've seen Oklahoma defense all season, and them dudes is legit too. So nope. Chopping with Chan said, nope, I don't see Bama 3 times. Tired of seeing them all together. No time. Bama, Armando Black Sports TV said Bama is too one dimensional. Yep, for the OU defense without a run game in that December cold. Ooh wee! I'm telling you, boy. I am telling you, cold is I mean, cold. You gonna need more than this road. They man, look, they better come with it. They better come with it. Are you I'm gonna try that, man. We're gonna try to see how that work, Mondo. But you can try to call in, but I don't know. I got this new setup, so I don't know if it's gonna allow or if everybody's gonna be able to hear it. But we can try it out just to see. Uh, hold on, man. Hold on. Yeah, cause I just don't know. I just don't know if it's gonna work out, especially with. But I mean, the only way to see is the only way to know. Hold on, let me put my headphones up. Hold on just a second. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, let me put my headphones on. I don't know if it's set up correctly or not. Yo. Yeah, yeah. All right. I don't know if everything. Yeah, I hope everything's set up correctly. Yep. But if you call in, I answer, brother. We just gotta see if if the people in the live can hear it. But yeah, man, don't forget about Texas A&M. Even though they played the bottom of the half of the SEC, yeah, Texas A&M. I mean, Texas A&M cool. I don't know. I don't know, but Texas A&M cool too. Now they, you like you said, don't forget about them, Daniel. Don't forget about 'em. Don't sleep on them. You just never know what's gonna happen. Texas A&M ain't no threat. Just never know. A&M or Miami give Ohio State a run. I ain't gonna lie, man. That game between Ohio State and Indiana, man, that was a tough fought game. I don't know if A&M or Miami will give them a run for their money. Like I say, hold on. All right, let's see. We're going to. Yo. Yeah, I can hear you, but let me see if the chat, if I can. Let me see. Because I had got this set up. I don't know. Yo. Can't hear. All right, hold on. Let me try something real quick. All right, that's that. Yeah, hold on real quick, chat. But I can't. Say so, yeah, I can't. I don't even see. It's not even popping up in my It's not even showing. Mondo, you still there? Yo. Yeah, I can definitely hear you, but I don't. Hold on. Yeah, it ain't. Yeah, it ain't. It ain't. We ain't gonna be able to do it because it ain't even playing the audio. I got to figure that part out. On why it's doing what it's doing. But it's we gonna get it figured out. We gonna get it figured out. But we'll talk about it. I appreciate you, bro. All right. Yeah, man. Couldn't get my guy in to chop it up, man. I don't know what the deal is. Uh, I don't know what the deal is on why. You know what I'm saying? But everybody's chopping it up in the chat. I see, and everybody's talking about Beck and everything else. And I don't know, about no Beck. I don't know about no Beck. Yep. I don't know about Beck, man. That might be it right there. Hey, Mondo, if you can, try to call back in. I think I just did something. Yep, I think I just did something, y'all. I had to get my guy back in here to chop it up, give his take on things. Jared, yeah, I'm going in and out because I'm trying to do different little things, but I'm viewing myself and I can hear you going in and out. But we in here, man. We in here. 29 interceptions in 3 seasons. Bad. Yeah, 29 interceptions? All right, I think there we go.
From
Mondo.
Yo, what's the dealio?
What's the dealio? We good now?
Oh, yeah, I think we should be good now.
Okay. Um now Um, what were you were talking about the Oklahoma Alabama game?
Yeah. They keep talking about the audio. I'm not hearing it on my end though.
Yeah, I'm behind me on my end, man.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. It's all gravy, but anyway, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. I think any other Bama team would have, probably would have won the rematch with Oklahoma.
Mm,
But this Bama team, man, major. Like I've been saying all season, bro. When we in the playoff era now. Okay,
right.
the only way Bama could have got around this, man, is if they would have won yesterday and gotten a bye. Now they're in a situation, bro, where they gotta go to Norman. Now I
Yeah.
don't know if you ever been to that part of. Have you ever been to
Mm-mm.
Oklahoma in
Mm-mm.
December? Like, it gets
I,
cold down
I've been in the I've been in the summer, but I never been in the winter. Yep.
there. It gets cold as hell down there, man. They get a lot of rain and the wind, and it gets cold down there, bro. And the thing about it is, man, if you don't have a running game
Mm.
in that kind of weather, bro, you
Right.
in trouble.
Right.
You in
Right.
trouble because they don't have the receivers. They're good. They're fast, but they're not physical.
Right.
They don't. Bernard is not physical, bro. You saw what Robinson did to him, bro. He
Yeah.
put he put he put he put body on him. He put
Yeah.
hands on him
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah. We that.
Everett came up and pressed Ryan Williams. They fast, they talented, but they're soft, bro. They're
Mm-hmm.
not physical
Mm-hmm.
receivers.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I definitely agree, especially Ryan Williams. Like, you know what I mean? He probably had what, 2 catches? But yeah, I think like 2 catches, and he's slippery at times. But outside of that, it was lockdown season for him too.
Yeah, man. Them boys ain't gonna be able to handle that weather. They're
Mm-mm.
not. The only see our team, us, we could handle that because we are a physical team
Mm-hmm.
on both sides of the ball. Bama is a finesse team. They
Mm-hmm.
they 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 like that, running, throw it down the field. That's their offense,
Right. Yeah,
and you're
that's all they
not gonna
got.
be able. That's what I'm saying. You're not gonna be able to do that in that cold ass weather in Norm. It gets cold down there, bro.
Yeah, I'd never
In
been, and
in,
I don't
in late
plan on
December.
going.
Hell no, bro. You don't want to go. It gets cold down there, bro. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man.
Yeah, man. I've seen it. I had a friend that lived out that way, and I've heard about it, but just never been. And I know that you got, like you say, you got to have a run game, especially going in the cold. And what you gonna throw it 50, 60 times? You know what I mean?
Mm,
Nah, you're gonna be able to do that. They gonna have to lean on something else, and they can't
yeah,
lean on
man.
the run game. So I don't know what they plan on doing.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. Like some of these places, man, although they're in the South,
Mm-hmm.
but they get cold in December. Like I was watching the Tulane North Texas game
Mm-hmm.
Friday night, man. It was like 31 down in New Orleans, man. And I was
31.
watching yeah, it was in the 30s. It got
Mm.
down in the low 30s. And I was watching James Madison and Troy Friday night. And it was like, man, they were throwing snowballs on the field, bro. It was
Mm.
snowing in Harrisburg, Virginia.
Wow. Wow.
So
Yeah.
it, it's
Yeah, the boy
it's
gonna have to, he gonna have to come up with something. They gonna have to come up with some type of game plan, if they want to survive. You know,
yeah,
um,
man.
it's gonna be tough though, regardless of where they play. I think it would be tough though to win in the playoffs, man. Without a run game, man, it's showing up, so much now. I think
Mm-hmm.
Bama, I mean Georgia really exposed it for the most part. Like exposed the fact that with certain defenses, certain type of defenses, you have to. And I think Oklahoma did as well. They didn't blow them out like we did, but they exposed it as well. Like if you don't have a run game, how in the hell are you going to beat teams like a Georgia or like a Oklahoma type of defense?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like
And
Go ahead.
And the reason why Oklahoma didn't blow them out is because Oklahoma don't have no offense,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they don't have
yeah.
no offense.
So that tells it all for Bama. So Bama just got to come into it on the where they play on the 19th and prepare to damn lose.
Yeah.
Somebody go
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, Major. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm,
say this. Both of them have deficiencies on offense.
mm-hmm.
Bama got a much better passing game. I think it's gonna come down to this when it comes to that game, and that's why I can't give you a pick tonight on that game
Mm.
because by that time Jam Miller will be healthy.
Okay,
And
okay. Oh yeah,
if you
yeah.
if you if you look at that Iron Bowl, bro,
Mm.
Jam Miller was balling
Right,
before he went down with that injury.
right, right. So I mean, if he gonna be healthy
Over
by the
he had put
time,
up over 100 yards rushing on. Yeah.
yeah.
So him, Deer, and Hill, if they all are at full, they get Overton back and they get that tight end back, man. I think I think they could get past Oklahoma because Oklahoma, man, I don't know what their offense is going to look like. They
Mm.
almost lost to LSU because they could not score.
Right, right,
They couldn't
right.
score.
Exactly. The same, like you said, the same thing with when they played Alabama. They couldn't score. Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Even though they got them by 3, but they couldn't do anything the whole rest of the game once they got up.
Mm-mm,
Hurricane
mm-mm.
Sean,
They don't
shout
have
out.
the weapons we have. They don't
Not at
have what we
all.
have on offense.
Not at
They don't.
all. Shout out to Hurricane Sean for dropping off in the live. He said Miami 31, Texas A&M 17. Uh, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you like this. Okay, now I'm glad your boy came in here, man, because that game right there, man, a lot of people are gonna be picking the Aggies.
Mm,
And I caution everybody that's thinking that the Aggies gonna run over the Canes. The Aggies, if you look at their SEC opponents, bro, they were not tested
mm.
until that last game against Texas, bro. Remember, they didn't see us, they didn't see Bama, they didn't see Oklahoma, they didn't see Ole Miss, they didn't see Vanderbilt, and they didn't see
Mm,
Tennessee.
Yeah, that's
You know
bad.
what I'm saying?
That's bad.
They didn't see none of the
Yeah, they did the heavy
none of
hitters.
the playoff, and yeah, they didn't see none of the top
Mm-mm.
tier teams in the SEC. So we
Damn
don't
sure
know
didn't.
now. Although they went up there and did what they did to Notre Dame, but if Notre Dame special teams messed Notre Dame up, if Notre Dame special teams wouldn't have messed them up, bro, Notre Dame would have probably won that game. And
Right.
then remember South Carolina. Remember South Carolina had them on the ropes, bro.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I'm telling,
Yep.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Miami has improved. Miami finished the season strong, where Texas A&M they regressed
Right.
toward the
Right.
end.
Right.
So,
Because I
hey
believe
man, don't be
because
surprised if that's an upset now.
because looking at the schedule, the biggest the biggest challenge they had was against Texas, and that ain't saying much. In my opinion, that ain't saying much. That was the biggest challenge that they had was against Texas, and they lost. So it's like, yeah, man. Well, I don't know. Some people might say Notre Dame. Some people might say that was a big that was a challenge for them. Also, what you think?
That wasn't, you know what, man? I'm gonna be honest with you. Just like the Georgia that played Bama in September is not the same Georgia today. That Notre Dame team that they beat in early September is not the same damn Notre Dame team in
Right,
in in, in late November.
right,
And Texas A&M, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know if the coordinators, started watching film on them
right.
towards somewhere toward the end in November,
Hmm. Hey, Jared, I'm gonna
about to
get
put
you
the
in
laid
a
the
minute,
blueprint
man.
out there. And that
Yeah, Jared
yeah, and
trying to
that
get in.
defensive core, yeah, I'm gonna drop down a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop down let Jared I'm gonna say this real quick. You notice ever since that South Carolina game, man, when that defensive coordinator for South Carolina exposed them,
Hmm.
and that Texas D coordinator came right behind them with that same blueprint.
Oh,
Don't think for 1 minute, man, that Miami defensive coordinator ain't gonna do the same
gonna
thing.
come in there and do the same thing. Say they almost
Yes,
lost.
sir.
Okay. Well, appreciate you, bro, for calling in like always, man. I definitely appreciate you, and go dogs.
Okay, go dogs, bro.
All
You have
right.
a good evening, bro.
You do the
All
same.
right.
Hurricane Sean said they almost lost to two to four Arkansas team, 2-4 Arkansas team without their head coach. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't know about the score, Hurricane, but I know that yeah, when you really look at their schedule, let me see. When you really look at the schedule, yeah, like they haven't been tested at all, battle tested at all. Hold on.
Call from Jarrett.
Yo, what's up, Jared? Nothing much, man. You already know what's going on, man. What you
You
got?
there?
Yeah, man, I can hear you.
Good. Okay. Yeah, I was just gonna say Armando Black is kind of wrong about being healthy with Bama because they were healthy when Oklahoma played Alabama. They had Josh Cuevas at tight end. They had Jam Miller at running back. They had Daniel Hill at running back. They had
Mm,
all their guys, and they still lost that game at Alabama at Bryant Denny Stadium.
mm, So they did have Jam Miller. I think. What did
I
they?
believe so. Yeah. I
Okay.
can't. I'm pretty. Well, I don't think it really matters if they have Jam Miller or not.
Yeah, I don't really think it matters either. To be honest with you, I mean it helps. It does help though if they have somewhat of a run game, but I mean yeah, they Tay said Jam Miller definitely played that game. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man.
I
I don't know if they win or lose. I just don't know. I just can't call it right now.
I don't think the run game matters at all. I mean, they only had one good instance, one half they had one good run game, and that's because I'm against Auburn, and that's because they changed up the coverage, and then when they switched back to the coverage Auburn had, they didn't run the ball that much after that. So I mean,
Yeah,
the
and they,
run game wasn't that good.
right,
It just
and then they on the road in the cold. I mean, that's gonna affect them definitely. So
I don't believe in cold weather and stuff like that. I don't take that into account. What I take into account is turnover battle, and I believe Oklahoma can win the turnover battle because they've proven it against Alabama. I believe they can win the turnover battle.
but the weather is gonna be in effect. It's gonna be an effect on them. I will say that, and definitely maybe not so much as being on the road, but I believe the weather will affect them a whole lot, especially depending on how cold it will be in
The
Oklahoma.
only thing I take the weather into account is when you're kicking the ball into the uprights.
Mm. Yeah, but it's hard to
But
play. It's hard to play physical offense, in the cold weather, man. Especially if you got to throw the ball a million times. I mean, with Jam Miller coming
yeah,
back, maybe they will be able to run the ball a little bit more and kind
I
of
I
relieve.
seriously doubt it because I don't know if Jam Miller played for Oklahoma. I think he did. He did. It was Jam Miller. He did have some snaps in that game, but Daniel Hill took a lot of the load too. But I still don't think
Well,
it's
I
gonna matter. I
w-
really do.
well, I
I
don't know if it's
I
going to
really
be. I don't know if it's going to be any of if it's going to be effective, but I know that it can. He can relieve some of the stress off of Ty Simpson throwing in that cold weather. So that's the only point that I'm making when I mean that.
I think
You know.
I think Ryan Grubb's just going to stick to passing the ball because that's all he does in the West Coast offense. He doesn't care about running the ball. I think he cares more about passing the ball.
But that's no way to win that game at all. Um, yeah, that's no way to win that game at all. Like I don't necessarily see them winning that game, but who knows? At the end of the day, who knows?
I,
But I don't see it happening.
I mean, Oklahoma's had their number for the past 2 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and they've owned. It's hard for me to pick, Alabama, especially Kalen DeBoer on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Road games against a tough opponent.
Right.
He's not good on the road.
Right. Right. Yeah, and we pretty much exposed this team. So they got plenty of tape to watch from the way we be, watching our defense and seeing what we did to, stop this team from scoring in at least 5 quarters. So, they got plenty of tape to Oklahoma's got plenty of tape to watch.
Plus,
Courtesy of the
plus, I
Bulldogs.
mean, I plus I'm gonna say, I mean, I know we had a really good defense, but Oklahoma's defense is really good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they definitely got a pretty good defense. I think our defense is on the rise, but their defense is already solid. You know what I mean? Completely solid.
they're a top five, top three defense in the nation probably.
And it took us a while
Yeah.
to get there, but um, at the end of the day, we finally looking like the type of defense that we used to seeing. But yeah, man, anything else on your
Yeah.
mind, brother?
Yeah, I want to talk about Miami and I want to talk about Texas A&M. How I think both of those teams are hot dog water. Specifically, just listen to me. Miami in big games,
Mm-hmm.
especially playoff games,
Mm-hmm.
they have a tendency. Mario Cristobal has a tendency of making bad mistakes in big games like this.
Okay.
He does.
Okay.
I don't know if you watch a lot of Miami games when Mario Cristobal calls games, but
No.
he has a tendency of making mistakes. Look at the FSU Miami game. Did you watch that when they first played
No, I didn't watch
this
that.
year?
I didn't watch that at all. Nope. I think I.
Okay, he almost he almost let FSU come back and score a touchdown to tie it up and win the game. He almost gave FSU a comeback, and then the loss to SMU with Gunnar Stockton and those interceptions. Gunnar Stockton for the past 3 seasons has 29 interceptions total all time, a career high.
Carson Beck.
And
You talking about Carson
as
Beck?
yeah, Carson Beck. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Carson Beck. I
Okay.
apologize.
No, you
Carson
good.
Beck. I'm not sorry. Carson Beck has a total of 29 interceptions all time, 3 seasons total.
Yeah, that's
So
that's
yeah.
horrendous. That's horrendous. And I could definitely see him throwing one in this game here. So I don't know even know how that's gonna turn out. Which I do believe that Miami has a good chance of pulling that game off though. I do believe that. Um I just don't I'm not so like when me and Mundo was just talking about I'm not sold. Just going over they um schedule with them not playing anybody really, and the only test that they really
Well,
had
I,
was
I know
against
that, but
Texas and they lost.
Texas A&M's
So
at home though.
I mean that's
That's
cool.
gotta matter.
That's cool.
That's gotta matter.
Yeah, I mean that's true. That is true. And they
So
got one of the
they got home environment. So
yeah,
the
yeah.
pressure is going to be on Gunner. Is going to be on. I don't know why I keep saying
Carson
Gunner.
Beck.
Sorry. It's going to be on Carson Beck. And road environments for him isn't really the easiest in the world.
Yeah,
We've seen that with him.
I mean it could go it could really go either way. It could really go either way. Like
I'm
you said, the
I'm
home
Texas.
field.
I'm taking A&M in that game. I just think Mario Cristobal is going to make some mistakes, even though Texas A&M commits a lot of penalties
Mhm.
on offense and defense. I still take Texas A&M because I think Mario Cristobal and God damn it, Carson
Yeah.
Beck will just Carson Beck will make a lot of mistakes,
Hey,
particularly interceptions.
I used to get those guys confused a lot too. You ain't
I
the only
I know
one.
because it ends with an R.
Right.
It starts with R.
Right. Right.
Anyway, but I think Gunnar Stockton will throw some interceptions. I think
Oh yeah.
that will cost them the game. I do think Texas A&M's got a really good defense. They
Yeah.
got one of the best tacklers, one of the best defensive players in the SEC. Texas A&M does.
And one thing that I
So
had to realize a whole lot later on, I had to finally realize that when it comes to Beck, he folds under
if you put
pressure.
exactly, and
Yeah.
Texas A&M's got one of the best defensive players in the country, SEC anyway. He's got
Mhm.
the most sacks in the SEC, and I think that's a recipe for disaster for Carson Beck because
Right.
you put that pressure on Carson Beck, even just pressure, you ain't got to sack him. He'll make mistakes, and I feel like a pick is coming.
Right. And as
And
far as Ole Miss and Tulane, we already know how that game is going to turn out. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's no point in even really, saying we already know
you
how
hear
this.
about? Did you hear about Caleb Downs?
What happened with Caleb Downs?
He opted out of the college football
Mm,
playoffs.
mm. Yep. Well, that's going to be a that'll be a problem.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about Ohio State and Indiana. So
Oh.
Ohio State, they basically lost the same way they lost last year to Michigan. You know that?
Mm. Same way they lost to Michigan, huh?
Last year, yeah.
Mm.
low score, 13-10. They couldn't get enough points on the board, missed a field goal, or they tried to go too much. They couldn't convert first downs into the end zone.
Well,
So it's
I
much like the mission.
I'll say this, man.
Go ahead.
Both of those teams, like I said earlier in the video, I watched the first half of the game, but I got caught up with the family towards the second, and I kind of was like all over the place, just trying to check in. And far as what I've seen, both of those teams were it was just a defensive game. You know what I mean? That's all I saw was defense. I didn't see really, I seen some offense, some good plays made because that damn Fernando got a NFL type of arm, and Sand is pretty good too. But for the
So
most,
here's my thing on this. Fernando is the better quarterback with less talent.
mm,
Sayan is a decent quarterback with a better talent around him.
mm, that's how you see it.
That's me. I mean, it pretty much is. He's got Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah,
He's got Carnell Tate.
Tate.
Those are the two best wide receivers in the country,
Mm-hmm,
like, hands down. I
mm-hmm.
mean, and then you got Bo Jackson. You got
Yeah,
some other
Bo. Yeah,
receivers that are probably. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's
but the
yeah.
only
He's got
thing.
that tight end. Go ahead.
Well, wait a minute.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying he's got the better talent, and I know that Fernando's got some talent too. But I mean, he's working with a little bit less than what Sayan has,
That's true. He is working with a little bit of less. Yeah, I will
and that
agree.
and and that's why I think that's why I would get the Heisman to, and he's probably getting the Heisman. Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman.
Yeah, that boy got a cannon, man. And I saw a pass. I can't remember how deep that pass was, but it was so beautiful. And it was so deep. I said, man, like this is a NFL. We gonna see this guy. And I think I said that in Armando Black Sports TV's live the other day. Like we definitely gonna see him on Sundays, man. I'm looking forward
Yeah,
to it.
well, that's. I think we'll see Fernando more, but saying he's working with elite talent, I don't know how he would fare like if he was in like at Indiana versus like if Fernando was at Ohio State. Oh man, it'd be over. But I don't know
Mm,
how Julian Sand would fare at Indiana. Like if the roles
right,
were reversed, it's hard to say.
right.
Like that's why I think Fernando's Mendoza's the Heisman because of how he can do all that.
They saying that Caleb Downs, that's fake news about him opting out. I'm not sure about it, but
I looked it up. It's a 24/7 sports, and then I googled it using my Gemini AI, and it said he was opting out. So that's two multiple sites that I looked up. I used Gemini, and I looked up 24/7 sports, and it showed
mhm.
he was opting out.
Now
So it can't be just.
24/7 Sports normally have legit news. So if they're saying it, then you got to kind of agree with it. Billy Platter, if 24/7 is saying it, then it's legit.
And
Uh,
then I used AI. I used Gemini to look it up, and it confirmed what 24/7 sports was saying.
I mean, I typically
So
don't use AI, but I know 24/7 normally comes with legit news. So I've rarely seen the 24/7 come with some news that's fake. So, uh, but who knows? Who knows?
So how shocked were you? Because I know Bama fans and Georgia fans were shocked when they saw that game and how it ended. How shocked were you? I was shocked.
The Georgia Bama game.
Yes, I know you were
Um,
shocked.
yeah, I was definitely shocked. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to say really shocked, but I was like more so like I don't know, frustrated. I had a lot of mixed feelings when it came to that game because I wanted to see more production. I always want to see more production from the offense, but you know, just to see us, blow them out for 21 points, it was slightly shocking, man. It was like, wow, this team is we're really exposing this team, and it's really coming out. So I I don't know if I want to say just fully shocked because I see this team getting better and better week to week. And I knew for a fact that we wasn't gonna lose to Alabama again. I knew that, but I didn't know it was gonna be by 21 points either.
I had the score prediction 24-27, but I
Mm.
mean I didn't
That was
know.
that's
Yeah,
typical though. That's typical score as far as Georgia and Bama, but for us to beat them by 21, yeah, that was a little different. But the defense stepped their game up, so and they have been
And
for
and to get those 7 points, that was just because Georgia just committed penalties. They committed like self-inflicting ones. I mean,
right,
that was just on
right.
Georgia.
Right. And then also too, I know a lot of people don't like to, speak on it, but it's the truth, man. The referee was standing directly in KJ Bolden's way. Had the referee not stood in his way, it would have been he would have tackled him. So he would have had him down and they would have had to kick a field goal. But that's neither here nor there. We still won the game, still blew them out 21 points. So it is what it
Yeah.
is. But I enjoyed watching it. Anytime we beating up on Alabama, anytime we beat up on any team is an enjoyment, but especially when we beat up on Alabama. So, them dogs is coming to hunt, man. We here to stay.
Yeah, the only people I see as a threat is Texas Tech, Ohio State, and Indiana, and maybe Oregon. Maybe Oregon. That's it. Those are the only people I see as a threat in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. I don't know
Because
Billy. I don't know Billy Platter. I'm gonna have to look at it for myself, man. I don't know about the report.
Texas Tech's probably got the number 2 defense in the country, and they
Mm.
got a really good quarterback, and their secondary is just legit. Did you see how they picked off BYU?
Mm. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it'd be tough to play them because of the secondary and the middle of the field they have covered. So we would have to rely on a lot on the run game.
Right,
So it'd be really tough to play them.
right,
Ohio
right,
State would be tough to play. But I mean, I think we could beat them, but it's hard to say. I mean, we don't know.
right.
Indiana would definitely be tough to play. I think that would be a hard outing. I just think it would be.
Think so.
And yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And why is that?
But I think the 3 toughest teams would probably be Texas Tech, Indiana, maybe Ohio State. But I mean, Indiana is just playing like they can't be stopped. So
Mm. And they playing good football. I gotta agree. They playing great football. So you know, either way to go, Georgia.
yeah,
I'm a Georgia fan that wants all the smoke, regardless. I want all of the smoke with any team. So in order to be the best, you got to beat the best.
yep.
You know what I
All right,
mean?
man.
All right, man. Hey, man, you have a good one, man.
All right,
Appreciate you.
all right.
Hey, man, appreciate Jared. Appreciate Mondo Black Sports TV for chiming in and giving their thoughts. And Billy Platter, bro, I haven't seen none either. I will do some fact checking. And as far as what I'm seeing, it showed the title on Caleb Downs, which, it showed the title about him opting out. But when you go into the article, it doesn't really show much. So, I'm not saying that anybody's lying on, but I'm just saying, like, far as going on the internet right now, I don't see anything that really says he has completely opt out. I see a lot of titles. We getting another championship this year, and I shall go buy the new version of the championship jacket. Yeah, man. I got to get a new case, man. It's only on troll sites. Yeah. What up? What up? What up, Mr. Cizo Hawk? Yeah, I got to get a new case. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff I gotta get, that I've been slack on getting. Well, New Jersey case, because you see the Chubb jersey case, but I got my Brock Bowers jersey that I need to put in the case also. And a lot of other accessories that I was been supposed to been getting, but you got bills to pay. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? That's why I be so hard on them dogs, man. I spend a lot of money on y'all. Shit, y'all better win. Y'all better win. But anyway, man, shout out to everybody in the live right now. Man, make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. Hit them thumbs up. We are live and direct at the doghouse. This was spur of the moment, you know what I mean? But I wanted to chop it up about the CFP and see, what y'all thoughts was on what games, on who are the winners, who are the losers. I mean, this is easy. It's pretty much easy. You know, when you look at the bracket, it's pretty much easy to see who's the winners and who's the losers. But I love to hear from y'all. I tell you what though, I need to do the same with jerseys. Yeah, I don't wear my jerseys no more. I don't wear them no more. I wore my Chubb jersey for probably Kenny for probably twice, maybe twice. Yeah, Kenny Portfield said Alabama being in the top 10 hilarious. Yeah, facts. Been supporting them since a young buck. Yeah, yeah, Alabama, man. I guess it's mainly the strength of schedule. I think that a lot of people got to add that in. The strength of schedule is the main thing when it comes to, you know, this Alabama situation. Um, so you got to kind of look at that. So hypothetically, if Bama lost to 7-5 Kentucky in the SEC title, would Bama still be in the SEC title with Bama? No, no, Bama would. No, I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. I don't. That's yeah. Thumbs up and sub to the channel and scream "Go Dogs!" Shout out to Chopping with Chad Chan. I only wear my custom jerseys. Yeah, I don't wear them. I don't wear them at all. Just in my cases, New Orleans. But what's up, Jessica? I see you've been peeking in that live. New Orleans best not let no funny business happen this year. I ain't trying to go back and have the plan to stay another day. Yeah, I remember last. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that, Mr. Cizo. It's the SEC. Them in the Big Ten gonna always get their championship games in. Bama paid their way. I like our draw. I like our draw. But okay. Why they said title games aren't punishable? I don't know. I don't know. You have to ask them. I don't know. I think that if you lose to a 7-5 Kentucky team, I think that you don't. I wouldn't think that you would get in. You know, I just wouldn't think that. And it depends on how bad you lose, right? So I think all of that matters. You know, who you play and how bad you lose to that team. But if you lose to a 7-5 Kentucky team, yeah, you do. Yeah, that's come on, man. Hell no. But it's up. It's all up to the committee at the end of the day. But my Kirby gonna have my dogs locked this year, 1 year anniversary of Mr. Smart Death. Hmm. Kirby gonna get that win. Yeah, I believe Kirby is gonna win, man. I believe Kirby is gonna win. That's what Kirby Smart does. You know, he wins, and we definitely seen it this season how you know we can be down some weeks. You know, we can play from behind, but we come back and grind it out. So this team is definitely the side that I want to be on. That's the same as losing 28-7 with -5 rushing yards. I don't care if you beat Georgia or not. Mm. We, Billy Platter, where you getting at with it though? Like I know you're doing a hypothetical thing, but where are we going with the conversation? Like what's the point of the conversation? Because I'm looking at everybody chat, so I can't really focus in on just one. So uh, the new energy of this defense is electric. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. Georgia, I mean, I'm glad that we get to sit back and chill and watch this whole thing play out. I will be live for the Ole Miss Tulane. I will be live for Alabama and Oklahoma. If y'all want to come through and check it out, I will be live for both of those games. So at the end of the day, man, yeah, we're gonna be live and we're gonna be right here chopping it up, watching that game all together. Kirby and should be related. Kirby and you, I guess, should be related. We share the same last name. Could be. You never know, man. You never know. Bring Bama one more time. I hope they make it through their bracket. Hey, man, it is what it is. Saying basically, if Bama makes the SEC title game according to their criteria, they won't be punished. no matter what. Shit. Hey, that's man. Ain't nothing I can say about it, bro, Billy. At the end of the day, it's up to what the committee says. You know what I mean? I'm not scared of Bama. We can play them. I mean, it is what it is. I don't care about Bama. I don't know if you're a dog fan or not, Billy, but I think too many dog fans are too invested in what happens with Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really invested in what happens with Alabama at the end of the day. I just look at it like, hey, man, we dogs. We want to smoke with any team, regardless of what the situation is, who get in the playoffs. It don't matter. We want to smoke. That's all I'm about. It's smoke. I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? How many times we play them. I just want to smoke because I know Georgia is the team that you have to go through. You got to go through Georgia. Everything goes through Georgia. You think most of the team coming back next season? Jessica, I'm not sure, man. Um, I'm not sure. He's still on Bama. Billy, you still on Bama, man. I hear you. I hear what you saying, man. But back to Jessica. Do you think everybody's coming back? The ones that start, yeah. The ones that's making a impression on the team, yeah, I think those guys will come back. Um, and the ones that's bought into the program, the ones that's bought into the idea of not being hunted. Like, I think those guys will stick around. Other guys that see a bigger bag and want more money and feel like Georgia is not providing what they want. Yeah, some of those guys will leave, but the guys that's starting, and handling business, yeah, I think they will. Most of the guys that's starting right now doing their thing, I don't see why they would leave. I mean, outside of the money, beat Ole Miss and get a rhythm going. Win against the winner Texas A&M, Miami, or Ohio State, and we're getting another natty. Yeah, I hope we do, y'all. I hope we do. Jessica said this is Kirby Smart's youngest team. This team is the youngest in the SEC, so they had to be thrown into the deep waters, and now they have learned to swim in the deep end. They just gotta get better each game, and they definitely have. Yeah, I just think that at the end of the day, this is going to be a good playoff right here, man. I think we're going to see some good games. I'm all ready and prepared for it. Like I said, I'm gonna be live for the Bama and Oklahoma game. I'm gonna be live for the Ole Miss and Tulane. And I think I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna do Miami and A&M. I just don't know just yet, but I know for a fact Alabama and Oklahoma, Ole Miss and Tulane. I know for a fact I'm watching those. I'm gonna be live for those two games. So y'all stay tuned for that. Y'all already know how I do when I'm live. Giving you that unfiltered, that unadulterated. You know how I do, man. But shout out to the subscriber, man, that just subscribed, man. We got a new subscriber in the house, man. Shout out to him for subscribing to the Dog House. You know what I mean? Well, we talk about dog talk. You know what I mean? No biasness. What's up with Notre Dame declining the bowl game? Notre Dame scared, man. They scared. Interested in seeing Ole Miss look, yeah, without Kiffin. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. We shall see. The same players on the field, just different play caller. So we shall see. We shall see. I start. All right, man. So it is now 9:04. Man, I've been going for an hour, y'all. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me, man, staying down with me. Shout out to everybody in the live, all of my usuals. 225 girl, Jessica, Mrs. Cizo. I ain't seen Shabazz. I ain't seen Sincere. I don't know where y'all at. The Billy Platter. Shout out to him, man. Chopping with Chaz. You know what I'm saying? Kenny Porter, Porterfield. Mundo Black Sports TV always. Jared, shout out to Jared for calling in like always. I don't know Blake. Shout out to Blake Gregory also. You know what I mean, for holding it down. I don't like to go. Mac, what's up, man? You missed the whole show, man. Well, I'm about to get out of here, man. I'm doing my roll call, man. I'm about to get out of here. Yeah, we about to have a good week. we definitely about to do that. And yeah, man, make sure y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram too at the doghouse underscore. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at the doghouse underscore, and y'all can kind of give me some topics to talk about. If it's some things that y'all really want to talk about and interested in, man, make sure y'all do that. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, in between time, man, we gonna holler, man. Go dogs. G-A, G-A.